Very superstitious people in the world.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
A lot of people have superstitions. Maybe you like to knock on wood. Maybe you like to rub a rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Maybe you like to do what my uncle does and stick your finger in your belly button and then smell it. I think that's a superstition. I don't know. Or maybe it's just a bad habit. We're not gonna be talking about those very common superstitions today. We're gonna be talking about weird and wacky and unusual superstitions. We're gonna be finding out whether or not Link knows about them as we play an inquisition into your super intuitions about superstitions. Okay, here's how this is gonna work. This is multiple choice. That means you have to choose one of these.
Got it.
And if you get 4 right, I get a punishment. And if you don't get 4 right, you get said punishment, and it's a real bad luck situation, if you know what I mean.
You said said punishment, but you haven't said the punishment.
Yeah, but I will say the punishment.
Okay, the soon-to-be said punishment.
I don't want to say it right now.
Okay.
Okay, you have 3 lifelines. You can step on a crack, break 2 answers' backs,
Woo!
50-50. You can ask a good luck charm. We have an actual good luck charm that you can consult. It's probably gonna be Chase, just based on the way things go around here.
Okay.
Or you can hear an old wives' tale from an actual old wife, and that'll be a hint.
Okay.
Ready?
Who's the old wife? Let's do this.
Don't expect to get a kiss when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve in Spain. The Spanish believe that the only way to bring good luck at midnight is very quickly eat 12 blanks. Is it A, grapes, B, sardines, C, olives, or D, Penelope Cruz body pillows?
She sells those?
She should.
Or are they?
You shouldn't eat them though. You choke.
Because they're as big as. Are they shaped like Penelope Cruz?
Body pillows are a thing, and I figured there's probably some that come with Penelope Cruz on them. And if they're not, we should start selling them at RhettLink.com/store.
I'm sure she's a nice person.
Oh, yeah, she's got to be.
Well, if you gotta gobble up 12 of these in 60 seconds. Man, that's less. That's one every 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're great at math, man.
Sardines, olives, or grapes in Spain. I'm gonna say, man, I don't think it's grapes. I'm down to sardines and olives, and I'm going with olives.
That's what I would have thought, and I would have also been wrong because it's actually grapes.
Grapes?
Yeah, they eat grapes. At the strike of midnight, they eat 12 with the ring of the clock.
Huh.
So, and you can go on YouTube and you can see these people doing this. Basically, intoxicated Spaniards eating grapes really quickly. I'm sure no one ever chokes.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Man.
If you're passing a graveyard in Japan and you don't feel like killing your parents that day, you'd better tuck your blanks into your pockets. Is it A, handkerchief, B, thumbs, C, money, or D, handy dandy universal parent killing tool, now available in 6 colors?
Put that thing away.
Ah, yeah.
Interestingly enough, I've done this. I have passed a graveyard in Japan, and I've not murdered my parents because I put my thumbs in my pocket.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Correct! How did you know that, Link?
Because money's already in your pocket, and no one carries a handkerchief.
Nobody does, you're right. The word thumb in Japanese basically translates to parent finger. I don't know why, but that's
weird.
That's what there's another finger that will really get you in trouble with your parents, though. It's the birdie. The birdie. Don't flip the birdie around your parents.
Birdie. Yeah, don't do that.
Keep that birdie in your pockets, kids. In South Korea, many people believe that leaving your blank on all night can lead to suffocation, hypothermia, and if it wasn't already clear, death. Is it A, underwear, B, makeup, C, fan, D, plastic bag?
On your face all night.
Yeah. I've done that when I'm trying to keep a perm real tight. Almost died.
You know what? I want to use a lifeline just to keep this interesting.
Okay.
So I want to ask.
Who?
An old wife.
Okay.
Hello.
What? You just turn around, turn back? How does that make you an old wife?
Just listen to my voice.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
Old wife.
So I can...
Once upon a time, Beyonce has placed these all around the stage at her shows. The end.
Well, I've never been to a Beyonce show, but I would imagine a lot of fans throwing underwear on the stage. A lot of men throwing underwear on the stage. That happens at Beyonce's show, right?
Yeah. I've thrown my underwear at Beyonce.
I would, if I were there.
Yeah. Just some I didn't use.
An
Not
extra
the ones
pair.
I wore, yeah.
The ones in my pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She batted it back down.
But to give her a dead ringer, like put a whitey-tighty right on Beyonce.
What's your answer?
Fan. C fan.
You're right, Link! This is such a commonly held belief in South Korea that they're actually sold with timers.
Whoa.
So they'll shut off before they murder you in your sleep.
Good gracious.
They should also be sold with a tag that says, hey, fans don't kill you because that makes no dang sense. In 19th century...
Only to be removed by owner, that tag.
Yeah. In 19th century Vermont, it was believed that tilting windows at 45 degrees was an effective way to keep out A, witches, B, poltergeists, C, pigeons, or D, Bernie Sanders. He's from Vermont.
The DNC did do that.
Yeah.
They tilted their windows, went all Hillary on it.
Why do you let me in? I can't get in because of the 45 degrees. I sound like Larry David doing Bernie
That's
Sanders.
fine.
I'm sorry. And it's a bad one at that.
Well, pigeons, it sounds too practical. Poltergeists and witches are interchangeable.
Huh. Well, that's what
So
you think.
I'm gonna step on crack and break Mama Die's back. That's his mom.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna remove 2 answers because I don't want your mom to break it back.
I am getting rid of Bernie Sanders and poltergeists.
Oh yes, okay, so I am going with witches, great use of the lifeline.
You're right, Link!
Yes.
They're actually called witch windows. They can still be found on houses in Vermont. And it makes total sense because witches can fly. They can turn humans into toads. But you throw that 45-degree angle at them, they're like, can't go in.
Well, they try to go in and then they get split by windows and then
Yeah.
they teach their witch kids not to do that.
How many does Link have right? 3. You have 3 right. Link, you only need 1 more. Gosh, they're so easy. In Nigeria, you should never kiss a baby on the lips. If you do, when the kid grows up to be an adult, it will A, have a hard time keeping a job.
Interesting.
B, never get married.
Sad.
C, drool. Or D, still have baby lips.
That adult's got baby lips. I know what happened there.
He got kissed. Baby lips might be a good thing to keep, though.
On the Neil side of my family,
As long as they were the right size.
as a kid, we would kiss each other on the lips. But on the Pate side of the family, my mom's side of the family, we wouldn't kiss on the lips.
So you got the herpes from the Neils.
It's a good point, but no, that came from my mom's side.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they knew they had herpes, and so they...
That's what it was.
Yeah.
You put it together.
Yeah.
And then I gave it
Mystery solved!
and I gave it to my dad's side of the family.
Oh, man, you're patient zero, Link.
Of the Neil herpes outbreak. Nigeria.
What's the answer, Link?
Hard time keeping a job sounds too wordy, so I'm going with B, never get married.
Ooh, it's actually drool, C!
Drool?
There's absolutely no information about where this came from, so it's probably just some dude in Iowa in a basement putting it into a Nigeria forum. You know how that kind of stuff gets spread around the internet.
Reggie.
Okay,
the
Link.
Nigeria formant.
You got to get 1 right to win. Here's your last question. If you're hanging out in Iceland during the winter, don't blank outdoors. It's believed that this will only prolong the icy season. A, knit. B, eat. C, urinate. Or D, touch Bjork. You won't like her when she's angry. You have 1 more lifeline.
I'm going to use the lifeline that I do have.
okay.
I'm going to exercise my right to bring in my lucky charm.
Okay, let's bring in the lucky charm.
Oh my!
Oh gosh.
Look at that!
Oh, freaking crazy.
That is the
That-
what in the world?
That's freaking me out!
That's Chase's face inside Lincoln on the penny.
Oh!
Take it down for a second.
Yeah.
Now put it back up.
Oh! Whoa, that's the best thing ever, guys! Wow.
What?
Don't forget, you need to consult this thing.
Hey,
I'm afraid to look at it.
You found your freaking Halloween costume, I'll tell you that much. That's the best thing ever, guys.
So
me up
good.
and all day long you'll have good luck.
Have you seen I get it. Have you seen yourself in a mirror?
Nope.
I like how you got a little stash right there.
Lincoln had a stash, man. You gotta be authentic.
So how do you prolong an Icelandic winter? Is that by knitting outside, eating outside, or urinating outside, or touching Bjork? I know if you urinate outside, well, you know what happens.
You end up with the yellow snow.
But then it's so cold there that it freezes the whole way up
Right.
inside.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
It's like an ice
It
catheter.
freezes the ureter.
That doesn't
The
sound,
urethra?
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Freezes
wanna
something
do
you
that.
don't want frozen.
The P tube.
Yeah, P-tube.
So what is it?
I'd say maybe knit. Knit sounds like an interesting one.
Why would you knit outside? Is that the right answer?
Because you're Icelandic. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, you haven't let us
Has
down,
he ever failed you?
and you look great.
I'm lucky.
You actually don't look as great. Line it back up. Go a little
so
more.
crazy
There you go. That's
at.
it right there.
It's like,
so
God.
freaking crazy. All right, so my final answer is knit.
Of course, Link, you are right! Yes! And you are a winner. Thank you, Lucky Penny. Never take that off again, okay?
I mean, best Halloween costume ever.
We need to go as a whole set of cash or coins.
Oh, yes. Mythical Crew becomes changed this year.
Well, there's not enough currency. We're going to go foreign currency. We can do that.
We can do
we
that.
have a printer.
We can go foreign. Give me
Congratulations,
my-
Link. I am
my
going to
prize.
receive a punishment, which is I'm going to spend all of Good Mythical More under a ladder holding a cat. But congratulations for winning.
All right, stick around for that. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Sydney, and I'm in Iceland, and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Go to our Facebook, facebook.com/Rhett Link, where you can get a picture of that lucky penny and put your face in it. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great for you and for us. Click through to Good Mythical More. We're gonna bring on Mike and Alex. We have a special challenge for them involving lots of superstitions. Are they ready? Are you ready?
I'm
Click
ready.
through in a second.
Are you ready for Turtlenecks the musical?
Look at us, keeping our necks warm. Look at you singing about it now.
I got this new turtleneck and it takes my finger and I gotta put it up 'cause it's a new kind of turtleneck.
I've seen it on your neck and I love it. I've seen it on your neck and I gotta get some more
And
of
I
it.
see you've got the kind of turtleneck that takes your left hand and you hold it up there.
Yes, on the back. I can do it alone. I can do it with a friend.
Turtlenecks are us.
Take the white side of your face and put it on the white side of the penny. Like-
makeup on that.
Oh, that looks like the moon.
Oh. It could be the moon.
You are a moon and a
Dual
penny.
costume.